Hello VC! Wanted to make a quick video of some recent vinyl that I've picked up. I made a pilgrimage down to IKEA, dropped the wife off, and went and hit up some record stores in Atlanta. One of which is called Criminal Records, and it has a ton of new stuff, ton of old stuff, great prices. Love the place. So let me show you a little bit of what I got. Numero uno, Velvet Underground, Loaded. This is my first Velvet Underground album, and I'm loving it so far. It kind of laid some groundwork there, didn't they? So there's not a whole lot to say about this that you don't already know. So take you somewhere you might not already know. This is an album from the Holograms, and I believe it's self-titled. They're a band out of Sweden. They are like kind of modern punk. They take elements from British punk, slightly heavier guitars, and just a little bit of electronic stuff in there. It's a little different. I say electronic, it's very subtle. It doesn't get in the way of that punk feel. So if you're into punk, I think you might want to hear these guys. I highly recommend it. If you do, the track I would listen to is Monolith. It's the first track on the LP, and it's pretty phenomenal. Starts out with a really killer, subtle bass line, comes in. You'll like it. Promise, almost. Here's an album I've been wanting for a while. Grimes is the artist, Visions is the album. I used to listen to a lot of vocal trance with, really high-pitched, lots of effects-laden female vocals, and this is her. She's kind of a one-woman show. She's got her drum machine and her faders and her headphone on one ear and a microphone laying over her shoulder, and she just kind of rips her tracks on the fly. And I don't know, I don't like every song on here, and it'd be hard, I guess, to listen to it all at one time, but it's definitely cool. It's kind of reminiscent of an old electronic band called Computer. I think it's spelled with a K. That kind of vibe, but a little more modern. The lyrics are hard to understand, but sometimes they're kind of deep. Anyway, worth a listen. I like this album. And it's got some crazy artwork. Check this out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool album sleeve there. So yeah, moving on. Kraftwerk, Autobahn. This is a cool LP. It's my first Kraftwerk album. Hearing you guys talk about it on the VC just made me have to go check this out, and I'm glad I did. It's kind of out there, but it's cool, man. I don't know, it takes you places in there. So yeah, it's really cool album as far as other stuff that comes with it. Cool album sleeve. And that's the back. That would be the front. Pictures of the Autobahn and some old Mercedes. And then there's a whole booklet that comes with it. All kinds of pictures. It's pretty thick too. So then another first for me. Talk Talk, Laughing Stock. This is slick, bro. This is slick. Thank you, VC. Again, all this stuff, I would never have ventured down that path without you guys talking up bands like this that I'm showing you. Loving this so far. It's, I don't know, you listen to it and you're like, when was this made? I don't know, I think it was a little ahead of its time, but it's definitely taking me places. Loving it. There's another one I got. My first Herbie Hancock album, Headhunters. Dude, I bought this somewhat on a whim, hoping I would like it. I've never been super into funk. I can handle it, but it never really took me somewhere. But this is funky, but it's so rooted in jazz. It's almost like a jazzy, funky fusion, and I'm loving it. I really am. It just holds on to enough of the jazz roots to keep me really interested in it, and then there's some funky stuff thrown in there. It's, I don't know, I'm digging on this. So yeah, what we're hearing in the background, that last track you just heard, is my favorite on this album. You might not have heard of this band, Paper Route. Okay, this is their new LP. I think you can only get it off their website. It's called The Piece of Wild Things. Let me hold that up there for you. Take a listen to this, man. A little bit of it, some of it's kind of whiny for my typical taste, as far as vocals go. But there are some really epic tracks on here. I had a buddy of mine, and two buddies of mine come over last night, and that they all love vinyl, and one of them actually turned me on to this band, and we spun a whole bunch of stuff, and this album kind of took the night. It really did. You gotta give this album and listen. At least this track. Please do yourself a favor. Close me out. Go to YouTube, up at the top, and then type in Paper Route Glass Heart Hymn. I'll show you track 4. Right there, track 4, Glass Heart Hymn. Stellar, epic track, dude. Throw some headphones on, or at least listen to it on a decent setup. Plug in your better speakers than computer speakers to get the full effect. It's killer. Highly recommend you listen to these guys. Plus, every album comes, I think, with a poster. It comes also with a handwritten note from the lead singer that's different for everyone. You can smell a Sharpie on it. And the actual vinyl itself is half black, half yellow. They kind of bleed into each other. It's a pretty sick LP. And so, yeah. I'm gonna buy some more copies of this. So, anyway, guys, just wanted to say thanks again. Most of this stuff I would never have thought to purchase without you guys making those awesome videos that I watch all the time. So, thanks again. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you next time. I got a stack worth showing. Later.